You know what's wild? I stumbled upon this idea about how AI isn't just about algorithms, but about emotional intelligence, too.
Wait, really? I thought AI was all about data crunching and patterns. What do you mean by emotional intelligence?
Exactly. So it's like AI can actually learn to respond to human emotions, making it more relatable. How cool is that?
That's fascinating. So it's not just processing words, it's understanding the feelings behind them.
Right? It's kind of like how your friend knows when you're upset without you saying anything. AI can pick up on those cues, too.
Oh, wow. So if it can read emotions, does that mean it can also manipulate them? That's a bit scary.
Totally. That's the double-edged sword here. It could be used for good, like improving mental health apps, or it could be misused.
Yeah, I can see both sides. But imagine what this could mean for customer service. More empathy in interactions.
Exactly. You'd get responses that feel genuinely concerned rather than robotic. It's like having a virtual therapist.
Hold on. How does AI actually understand human feelings? Is it through data from social media?
Great question. Yes, it analyzes text patterns, voice tone, and even facial expressions in video calls.
Wow, so it's like a super detective figuring out the emotional state from tiny clues.
Right? Imagine your phone knowing you had a rough day and suggesting a funny video to cheer you up.
That's kind of amazing, but also like, where do we draw the line? Do we want our devices that in tune with us?
Exactly. It brings up ethical questions. If it knows us too well, could it also influence our decisions?
Oh man, that's deep. It reminds me of those sci-fi movies where AI manipulates human choices.
Yeah. And it's interesting to think about how much trust we place in these technologies now.
For sure. But here's a twist. What if AI learning emotional cues actually helps us understand each other better?
That's a cool perspective. Like if AI could bridge gaps between people by encouraging empathy and communication.
Exactly. It could prompt us to reflect on our emotions and how we express them to others.
Wow, so the tech could actually enhance human interaction instead of replacing it? That's refreshing.
And it puts the onus on us to be aware of how we communicate. That's a good challenge.
Yeah, it's like this new avenue for self-awareness, too. We'd have to consider our emotional footprints.
That gives me chills. We're not just individuals navigating life, but also data points. It's a lot to process.
Right? Makes you think about how we approach technology. It's a partnership rather than just a tool.
And speaking of partnership, the future of work might change completely with AI like this.
That's true. With emotionally intelligent AI, workplaces could feel more supportive and collaborative.
Okay, but think about this. If AI understands us better than some colleagues, does that shift dynamics?
Oh, wow. It's like having a coworker who never misunderstands your feelings. How would that change things?
This is getting mind-blowing. It's like having a super empathetic partner at work. Big implications there.
Totally. And it could prevent workplace conflicts by diffusing situations before they escalate.
That's super powerful, like a peacekeeper that nudges us when tensions rise. But what's the downside?
I think the risk would be over-reliance on AI for our emotional well-being. We might neglect to engage ourselves.
Yes, there's this balance we must find between technology and personal connection. It's essential.
Exactly. We'll need to actively foster human relationships too, not just lean on AI.
And maybe the next challenge is how to train AI to respect this balance, not just with empathy, but also with boundaries.
Oh, boundaries are crucial, setting limits for how involved AI can get in our emotional lives.
Right. It's a personal journey, and technology should enhance, not dictate, our emotional paths.
So, if we think about all this, what does it mean for our future? Can we shape AI to serve us ethically?
Now that's the million-dollar question. It feels both intimidating and exciting, like we're co-authoring this story.
Exactly. We're on the brink of an emotional intelligence revolution in tech, but we need to steer it wisely.
Definitely. It makes you rethink everything, how we relate, how we work, even how we live.
And isn't that the beauty of discovery? Each revelation opens up new avenues of thought. This is so mind-expanding.
For real. And I love how every insight here feels like a prompt for a deeper conversation. It's just the start.
All right, but let's leave our listeners with something to mull over. How are we going to engage with this technology moving forward?
Yes, how we choose to interact could redefine our emotional landscapes. The future really is ours to shape.